Welcome back to another video, and today I will be focusing on how to go a little more late game, how to play a little more passive, and just send your opponent an absolutely massive rush that they can't defend, just by not doing too much early aggression and saving your money. So hop right into the first game. First match of the video here going to be against Humid. And like I said in the intro, the goal of this video is going to be more to focus on showing how to win by playing passive and taking it late. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The more aggressive strategy is definitely running Jericho. Even though you're running a strong late game loadout with Ace Engineer farm, Jericho is just a more aggro hero in general. So I'm going to be showing off a more passive strategy. Ah, shoot. It just occurred to me that I forgot to turn the music on, so next game I'll definitely remember to turn the music on. Don't worry about it, but for now, it's just gonna be me. Definitely want to get my Sentai down to start out. Now, they're going Sign to Gwendolyn, which is usually an indicator of going some glue late game strategy. And even though they have a strong late game loadout with glue, like glue tag village, pretty strong late game, I'm gonna show off how even with a worse late game strategy, you can still win late game by playing better throughout the rest of the game. Because even though it seems like my strategy is like a round 30 type of strategy, it's really a strategy that can go much farther and has a lot of potential that a lot of people don't realize. Now, what I'm doing right now, you may have already picked up on. One way to pressure or make your opponent's situation worse without even setting a rush is to anti-stall the rounds. Like, keeping the round short is going to limit your opponent's money, and with farm, it will not limit your money as much. So, against eco strategies in particular, it's going to be really nice to keep rounds short, especially in the early game. I'm not too worried about my leaks, like neither of us are going to defend until round 40 on this map. Especially not with attack strategy. This map's not too great for attack, so they won't be able to defend until round 40. Neither will I, because there's not enough water. Although there is one map Star, this strategy can actually defend all the way to round 40, and hopefully I'll be able to showcase that, if not in this video, in another video. And it does look like they're running Wizard, which means they're actually not going to have a very strong late game loadout like I thought initially, but I still want to showcase how I can beat them late game by forcing it to go later, having a better situation than them, and having better defensive options in the late game. So yeah, we're still going to play pretty passive, even if I have a chance to kill him early on. Usually I play by just killing my opponent as soon as I have the option, but in this video that will not be my objective. I also misclicked, it didn't mean to use my level 3 ability there, but I did. Doesn't really matter too much, I have my defense up. And against yellows I'll also be completely fine. Bloom boost won't really do much here. Like he'll get a few leaks, but like I said, this game's not going to round 40, so the life advantage doesn't really matter in this context. I will slow down my eco a bit from black blooms to white blooms because I want to get up good farms before round 11. Looks like they're slowing their eco down as well. Definitely don't agree with sending reds. You can just send whites and they're just better in every way. In fact, it's literally better to just send whites and then stop than to send reds because they're the same efficiency, but whites do it faster. Get my plantation up. Now, they have to build a whole Necromancer, so I'm not really worried too much about like a big round 11 rush, and even if they do, I can just use my level 3 ability and boost if I really need to. So I'm just going to keep on focusing on my farming. because if they rush me, it's going to cost them the game. In the last video, I did showcase how with eco, you can really punish them if they decide to send you a bad rush, because they simply won't have enough power to defend whatever you send to them. Against Space Rainbows, I'll happily get down my triple guns, and honestly I'll just get another sub just cuz. That's our last Bloom Boost, so I will use an ability and target it first. They're out of Bloom Boost, so I'm not really worried about any rushes they might send me, and yeah, they're doing ceramics as well. They have an AP darts, they're sending a lot. And like, even though they're rushing me, they're sending me powerful balloons that might, or they're trying to get through. I'm just gonna keep ecoing. Like, I don't care how much they want me dead, I'm not gonna retaliate. It's just much better for me to focus on my own side. Because like, tack shooter, like if they're any good, which is not a guarantee, they'll be able to buy a Blade Maelstrom if they need to defend a rush. So there's really no value I can get from sending them anything. So I'm just going to try to showcase playing a little more passive, taking it a little later, and just being in a much better situation heading into the late game. Like, they are out of Bloom Boost. They have no Bloom Boost, so any late game rush, I will have way longer to defend than they will, because they don't have that 40% speed up on bads. Get my farm down towards the end of this round once I afford it. You never want, like, if you're going more passive, you never want to stop your eco. You never even want to slow it down, because yellow eco is super efficient, and once that's, like, locked away on round 20, like, yellow eco stops being an option, eco becomes less viable and less valuable, so you want to get all your eco early on. They do show their third tower being Ninja, Attack, Wizard, Ninja. Yeah, not a very strong late game loadout. With Ninja and Scientist blend, you usually want like an Alchemist or a Glue to buff the damage in those ninjas, so they're definitely just going to die to whatever I choose to send them. Honestly, they would probably die to a fortified ZOMG if I sent one on round 22, but it's not the point of this video. Give enough second plantation. Now, at the end of round 19, I will want to potentially upgrade my bank here to an IMF loan to increase that capacity. Get down another farm. Like, I'm already at almost 1600 eco. Their eco is going to be a little better because they're ecoing blacks, but I'm supplementing that with farms, so I mean, I guess there could be an argument made that they have more eco than me, but my farms are just going to be so much better than a little bit of extra eco. Yeah. I will start saving up for that IMF loan. Actually, I don't think I need it because it'll still fill up to 14k. So I'm just going to, that round stall. This isn't great for me, like, because they're running an eco loadout, but ultimately, me getting more money right now is a lot more impactful because I'm going to snowball way quicker than them. On this round, I do have an interest in getting down to Camo Sub, just to make sure the round doesn't stall out too much. Now I'll save up for my Monkeynomics, no problem. I'm actually going to use my ability to make sure this round doesn't stall. And they send zeros anyway, so it's not a terrible ability. Yeah, and I'm just going to save up straight up. Like, I could sell a few plantations and buy it now, but I don't need to do that. I have no reason to do that. So I'm just going to wait a couple more eco boosts, no problem. Zebras, eventually they might push with some AI on top, but by that time that happens, I'll get my ability back easily. Got that Monkeynomics. Yeah, and they're out of money. So again, sending a fortified ZMG right here would be incredibly deadly rush. It would not be too expensive for me, and they're spending all their money on eco. So they would have a really difficult time defending that, but that being said, like, I'm still just not going to send it. The reason I did that there was to keep the rounds a little bit anti-stalled. Didn't really work out entirely, but still fine. And yeah, I'll just work on getting a couple factories and then build into my Banana Central. Pretty strong play for me. Like, I have enough eco that I don't need to eco anymore this game. I have a really strong eco, and since there's so many farm spots available on this map, it's better for me to just build up my farms until I completely max out. And then even then, at that point, it's better to just save up, probably. I'll get one more factory, and then I'll save up for my Banana Central, I think. That'll be my plan. Yep, and we'll start saving up now. They're still not sending pink eco. Like, I don't know why they sent zebras for a while randomly, and now they're sending black. It's just not very smart by them. I will get up in the back just an emergency bomb for a potential balloon impact later. Or actually I'll get it now to keep the balloons in a spot that my towers are going to pop them quickly. And also, just for anti-stall purposes, I am going to assassin micro that Moab. And after this ability, I'll be able to get my Banana Central, no problem. Additionally, this map is really long, so it's going to be quite easy to... Yeah, got Banana Central. To micro as many assassins as I need for DDTs, if that's something they choose to send. Yeah, and I just want to make sure these rounds are getting popped pretty quickly. Not too quickly, like, I don't really mind that much. The rounds are stalled, but just good to make sure they're not getting too much stall. And I'll start getting up some more top path farms. Against this, I can just use my ability there. And then for this rerush, I can tell this and buy bomblets. I don't need to buy bomblets, but I don't want to risk microing wrong. And then for another rerush, I'll buy some commander. No problem. Like, as you can see, my farms are insane. It's not even around 30 yet, and I just have this many farms. So I'll just get up my... Get my 5th tier farm back. Yeah. That was a really bad play by them because it's going to tank their eco, and it's gonna, that cost them $24,000. They really needed that money in order to beat what I'm able to send. And I have my level 10 ability back now if they choose to send again. Yeah, okay, now I got pretty much maxed out farms. I could technically have more farms if I sold all of my bottom crosspath farms, sold my Banana Central and stuff, but that's not necessary. I have plenty of farms. And I'm just going to plan to send them a massive round 32 all-out that they're just going to have no chance of defending at all. And they also won't have any ability to counter because my defense is so sturdy. So yeah, come round 32, you guys will see. Yeah, just want to make sure round 32 comes quick. And then we'll see how many FBATs we can send them. So yeah, this game, I haven't sent them a single rush so far. It's round 32 almost. Yeah, round 32. I'm just going to start sending them because... Bloom boost. Get up my defense. Yeah, so there's literally no universe in which they defend this. And they can't counter me either because my defense is just going to be too strong for GDTs to get by. And yeah, they're like, they do have a damage phase, but that's just because of Grand Sabotage. It did a certain percentage. There's no way they're beating this at all. And this wasn't even a very good rush. It would have been much better to send out like a big spaced rush, but pretty funny to see a massive purple line. Yeah, they're beyond dead. Like, yeah, the problem with you is just not going to be good enough. There is a lot of that. It is a lot closer than I thought. I will give them that. It is considerably closer than I thought, but not close enough. They're cooked. Yeah, pretty good first game. I got to show my example of how playing passive, you can just, if you don't rush them throughout the game, you can just send them a massive bad rush on round 32 like that. And that's a really easy, consistent way to win against like less skilled players. For example, I only got the minimum possible score, so obviously I had chances throughout the game to rush them, but for the sake of the example, I took it late game and absolutely obliterated them. So I'll catch you guys in the next game, and yeah. Next opponent gonna be it's gonna be Sun Palace. I'm gonna go BTN. 10-minute streak here, pretty cool. Gonna go 8th Engineer Farm. This can be an aggressive strategy with Jericho, but with BTN, Jericho is pretty much always a better hero in the matchup, but BTN is a lot easier to play consistently with, so you're not going to randomly choke to some dumb camo rush on round 12 with BTN, obviously, so that's why I bring the hero. Against, like, top players, Jericho's really going to be your only chance, but against I think I'll be alright. Yeah. And also Ace Micro on this map, really powerful, also not totally necessary. Can be a little fun though, just to have your ace move in a funny way. Yeah. Unfortunately, weirdly enough, on the right side of this map, it's actually a lot harder to micro your ace monkey than on the left side. Like, I'm just going to do a little bit more simple micro, but more complicated micro is very difficult on the right side of the map here. Get down my farm round 2, no problem. Very nice. Yeah. Comment down below if you guys want me to do like a simple basic level ace micro tutorial, because it's really not that hard to do some of the easy patterns like just moving it up and down, but it's really easy to mess up. Got a nice, pretty nice anti-cell there. Yeah, on this map, I like to get my one farm upgrade usually, and then save up for my bomb race. But also, with BTN, you can pretty easily just get the top path upgrade. And with Jericho too, but you need a lot better micro with Jericho than with BTN. Yeah, gonna be whites from them. Choose my level 3 ability. Mitigate all leaks. So I'm making honey mode. I might actually need BTN's help here, because I do not have that upgrade, as I said. Ooh, it's going to be farm from them. I thought it would be an eco strategy much more, but yeah, they're also going to be a bit laggy, so it's going to be a lot tougher to ace micro against a laggy player. Still doing well. If they send me black balloons, I will have to buy my rapid fire. But until that happens, I'll be just fine. Yeah. I could probably do making honey here if they weren't so laggy, because like you can't really ice micro much at all into a laggy player. Very annoying. Yeah. And especially, I guess, since I know they're also going farm, I don't really need to worry about anti-stalling, and that's most of the point of ice micro is to anti-stall. So I can actually just put it on circle and go in the other direction now. And even do some making honey for a little bit. I'd say as I immediately leak balloons. Yeah. But making honey should be fine for me. Maybe not. Yeah. Usually if you want to go circle pattern, you put your ace in the middle more, and if you want to go micro pattern, then you put it more to the left, which is what I've done. It's really, ace micro can be fun, but it's really not necessary, especially if you're still just learning the strategy. Yeah, they get their farm down. I'm going to try to get no, I'm not going to be able to get an early bank. They did force my ability there. Just going to play it safe. They're going to be gearing towards their own bank. They're going to blue move at me. I'm happy to just buy Sentry Expert. I don't need Sentry Expert there. Against a smaller rush, I can probably greed defend it, but they're pretty laggy, so I don't want to risk anything. Yeah, they get their ammo down. No problem from them. At the end of this round, I'm actually going to do a greed play. Sell my ace for a bank. No problem. Can't really punish that because Sentry Expert is super strong. And I can always just BTN ability. I'm going to send them a couple ceramics. I know like this video is about being more passive, but I can force a lot of defense for nothing. That's not really like a rush that's intended to kill. It's a rush that's intended to delay their farming. Yeah, so they get a really big bombs. That's a pretty big investment. They're not going to be able to afford their bank this round because they bought that. And so now I'm just in an even better position than I was before. Get into the plantation, start some ecoing. On like round 17, I will want a balloon trap. Yeah, they get their bank 2 rounds after I got mine. So my bank is going to cook up, even though it has the less money cross path. It's going to cook up around the same time. Round 16 is here, so technically they could send me a pretty powerful rush, but I'm just going to buy and resell my Sentry Expert for that. Not too scary. Start working towards a balloon trap here. Balloon trap, really excellent source of income. Even against someone who's ecoing at you, like you always want to get a balloon trap because it forces them to keep ecoing. They can't slow down their eco for better farms. Like, just something you always want to do. Get it a little bit into round 17. I could send the Moabs here, but that is a bit more of an expensive rush than the ceramics I did earlier, so I'm just going to focus on my own farming. Get that balloon trap. Get one of my 3,000 farmers there next to it. Yeah, they're only setting yellows. Like, yellows are not going to really impede my balloon trap all that much. Eventually on round 21, I'm going to want a cleansing foam, and I think I actually will start working towards a second balloon trap for round 19. Definitely want that down, because round 19 is also going to have pretty dense AI. A Moab would force a lot of defense on their side, but they're floating a lot of money. If they're saving up for a factory, like, technically I should probably send something to stop them, but yeah. They're not saving up for a factory, so I don't really mind letting them greed with little defense, because they're not really spending that on powerful farms to punish me for being passive. Yeah, round 19, as you can see, ceramics. Didn't really catch them all in my balloon trap, but still good to have it. We'll get another little farm there before round 20. Yeah, this game was much more anti-stalled. On that Dino Graveyard game, I had around 1800, maybe almost 1900 eco going into round 20. But here I only have 1400 because I got these balloon traps right at the start of the track. Yeah, we'll also need to make sure to upgrade to IMF loan here this round. I'll sell this, right? Yeah, and they're also going to be going for their Monkeynomics, which is fine. My farms are going to be a lot more powerful because I'm going to have the Engineer for my eventual Banana Central. Should be able to get a nice, clean round 23 Monkeynomic. Yeah, got it. No problem. I'm gonna put a trap like here in the back in case. Place it. Deploy. Then I'm actually gonna sell that. Just get a little bit of extra value out of that before I get rid of it. And then on my IMF ability, I'll buy 2 more factories will be my goal. They're going to have their ability soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they rush me with some sort of tight leads or F-fortified ZOMG rush, but yeah. This is actually a pretty smart rush from them. Not too aggressive. Yeah, I'm just going to do some single ground zero and Sentry Expert should do the trick. No problem. And now I'm going to be saving up for my Banana Central. I do actually want one more Banana Research Facility because I want the middle cross path on my Banana Central. Since we have the overclock on it, giving it 50% extra money, getting that valuable bananas, even though it's much more expensive, still going to be worth. Against DDTs, I'm not really too worried. I'm just going to target my BTN to first, and it should be able to defend for me pretty nicely. Yeah, they get up their Banana Central way before me, but I actually saw a Reddit post explaining how Banana Research Facilities were just pretty much better than getting Banana Central. Especially, like, you want to build in a couple of these before you go for your Central. Which feels weird, but I do believe that it's correct, because I feel like I've been getting better farms with that strategy of play. Get it up now. Very nice. I'm a little scared of a potential rush, but I can always just buy ground zeros. Also, I'm gonna start working towards my future Monkey Wall Street. Probably get that, not this round, but next round, maybe. Which is fine. Yeah, one more farm this round, and then I'll start saving up for that Monkey Wall Street. I do want to float money for like a immediate Sar Bomba if I need that. Just pre-place a cheeky ace here. Get up my Wall Street. Yeah, so our farms look about the same, but I do have that overclock on my side with the advantage. I also placed my farms pretty poorly in my Bikini hives, so immediately send them a fortified badge just as good pressure. Get up a Spectre here on my side, and this. Yeah, they're offering to sell farms. Having them sell farms is really nice because that means they are not making the money from those farms. Even though I lost a bunch of my eco, I was able to fit a farm here. Yeah, my farms are pretty poorly placed, I will admit. Yeah. Like, that's not a rush that is intending to kill them. Definitely more so a rush that's intending to slow down their farms quite a bit. I'm actually going to see if I can place farms a little better here. Yeah, 3 farms where I had before. Okay, are they dead? No. Okay, unfortunately they are dead, but you can very easily see that I could have done the exact same thing I did that first game, just sent them a million F-Bads while having more money than them to defend. I wish I had just defended that and not been so greedy, but unfortunately, we didn't really get to show that late game. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and peace. My friend Ryan actually also has a Bloons YouTube channel, and they currently have way more subscribers than me. So subscribe so we can pass them ASAP. Thanks.